Hi everyone and welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Michelle. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me with some of the makeup that I showed you in my haul video. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below because there's a lot of non-makeup items in there if you were interested. Also, I'm going to be using an eyeshadow palette that I had purchased that I forgot about. I'm really looking forward to using this, so let's just get started. I am going to start with the Makeup Forever Pore Minimizer Step 1 Primer. I bought this little size to just try it out, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I definitely think I'm going to get the larger size. I do have on my skincare and my sunscreen. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some primer, and I go right over my eyes. So primer is good. This definitely took the shine right out of my face. I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. This is new to me. I know it's not a new item, but I have been really wanting to try this out. I am the shade 5 Medium. I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand. This is a really thick foundation. I wasn't expecting it to be that thick. I have my beauty blender. And anytime I'm using a new foundation, I like to go in with the sponge because I don't know how it's going to be on my skin and I don't know the consistency. This looks very thick. So this way, at least I'm putting it on thin and then I can always build it up if I need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this on. Oh my goodness, I hope I'm not putting too much. Well, it's going on really nice. It's not thick at all, despite how thick it was on my hand. It does have a slight smell, but hardly anything. Put a little bit more in the center of my face. So that wasn't even a full pump that I just put on. Go down my neck a little bit. This is really pretty. Looks nice. Alrighty, we are off to a great start. For a concealer, I'm actually just going to use the Becca Under Eye Brightener. I know they still have this, but I know it's like a dual name now. I'll list it here on the screen. I don't know it offhand. I have the shade Light Medium. So that's it there. I feel like I need a little brightening. And with this, I definitely like to use my finger over a brush. It's a little bit on the thicker side, so I like the warmth of my fingers. Sometimes I'll just even do that and just kind of warm it up and go in. Okay, there we go. That's nice and bright. And I'm not trying to conceal any of the marks on my face. I'm okay with that. We're human, we have skin, we have imperfections. Next, I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. This is the bronzer that was in my haul. This is the Ere Perez. This is a dual bronzer, and this is the color TULUM. I'm not picking sides here. I'm just kind of swirling it right in the middle. And let's see how this goes on. It's definitely putting out more color than I thought it would. A little bit more up here. I think that's good for bronzer. I forgot to bring a brow product down here, but I have this, which is the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim. I have not used this in a really long time. I'm not the greatest with my brows. I actually just ran and grabbed a brow gel because I really do need a brow gel. Brows are good. I'm gonna go in with the Stone Cold Fox palette. I can't believe that I forgot I had this. This is really pretty. Those are some beautiful colors. And I do like that they have the name on the back, the names, and they have them on the front. They're stunning. Oh my goodness, I don't know where to start. This is exciting. I'm going to be using my BK Beauty brushes. They are dirty. I need to clean them, but I should be okay. I'm going to use the A501. I'm going to go in with Luxe, which is this color right here. Basically, it is the lightest color in the palette other than the white shimmer. So this is great for a base. This can lighten up the whole eye area. These are really pigmented. This is the first time I've ever used Colourpop. brighten up the eye area. Good so far. I'm gonna go in with the A502. I'm going to go on my outer edge with Ghost Town, which is this color right here. I'm gonna go super light because you can always darken it up. And I always like to start from the corner up here and just go down. And you can see I'm not at the very edge of my eye because I have hooded, wrinkly eyelids. So I don't want to make them look like they're drooping. So I don't go to the edge. That's pretty. I can always darken this up. The other side, again, draw my line, go down. And I go above my actual crease because again, I want the eye to look lifted. And you can see I have really wrinkly eyelids. I mean, I'm barely even touching and you can see all the loose skin. I'm not afraid to show you that. It is what it is. I'm gonna go in a little bit darker. I'm gonna use a rumor mill. This is like a dark gray. I'm gonna try that out on the outer corner. Let's see what we, ooh, that is pretty. This is one of the nicest selections I have seen with mattes and shimmers. I can't wait to get into the shimmers and see if they're glittery or not. And I'm still using the same brush too. I am using the A502, so I haven't changed brushes. Okay, I'm going to take the 503 and just blend this corner out. I'm sure you can see it went a little heavy in there. Beautiful. Alrighty. Next, I'm gonna go in with Mystery. Looks like a little bit of a pinky purple. So this one right here, I am using the A505. And I'm just gonna go, let's see how these go on. This is gonna be my new favorite palette for a while. It's gorgeous. They do not seem over glittery. I'm not having any fallout. And as usual, I'll have everything listed down below for you. You can see that. Very pretty. This palette is so fun. I'm gonna go in with So Fine. I think my brush hit it by accident. That one right there. And I'm gonna do my inner corner. It's like a light pink, or that's what it looks like anyway. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know, you guys, if you don't have this palette, I think you may need it. And I normally don't lean towards cooler tones, but this has a nice mix. I cannot get over the colors in this palette. Now I'm gonna take the 505 again. I'm going to use the first color that I used, which is the Luxe. This one here, and I'm gonna go right up on my brow bone. I'm not a huge fan of shimmers up there, but there is a really pretty white shimmer color in here. I'm wondering if I should just try it to show you guys what it looks like. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Why not? I'm gonna use Dreamfall. It is the lightest in the palette. It has a little bit of shimmer. Let's go for it. We'll do something different. Ooh, that is bright. Now that's a highlight. It might be a little crazy highlight. Man, there's so many beautiful colors in this. I'm just gonna use my little buffing brush. There we go. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go a tiny bit right in the inner corner. Super pretty. All right, now in the center of my eyelid, I'm going to use Magic Moon, which is this silver. I'm gonna put it right in the center. Very pretty. And this is a lot of shimmer that I'm using, and I am loving every second of it. And we'll blend this out a tiny bit. Barely touching my lid. That is super pretty. I like to use eyeshadows a lot as a liner. This, again, is the 504. This is the little guy. And I'm just going to put the tip of the brush into the shadow. I'm gonna go in with Cult Classic for a liner, which is this one right here. I just like using shadows. I feel like they give you a much more subtle line. It's automatically smoky. You don't really have to blend it out like you would with a liner. And you can always use a smaller type of brush to do your liner with. If you feel like the staying power isn't there for you, try to spray some setting spray on your brush and then dip it into the color. And that will help it stay on. I'm so liking this look. I hope you are too. Just so pretty. You can see that. And then the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this one right here. Bold Type, which is actually the one above the one that I just used. This is gorgeous, love it. So this is the finished look with the shadow. And for mascara, this is new to me, it's not new. It's the Glossier, the Lash Stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And of course, I always make a mess with my mascara right up there. Here's the brush, just to show you that. It's like a rubbery, thin brush. It's definitely flexible. I like the container that when you pull the wand out, it's nice and tight. It really wipes the brush off, so you don't have any of that goop coming out. There's nothing worse than when you pull a mascara out of the tube and it just doesn't wipe off enough product and you end up with a big old mess. I do have to say it's a little bit of a drier formula than some of the others, but I prefer that. I just find it's easier to work with. And I'm going to get my little spoolie to clean this up. There you go, and it's gone. Okay, so this is the eye look. I'm going to use blush. I'm going to use the Patrick Ta palette. I have not used this yet. I will show you the colors. We have She's a Doll, She's Vibrant, and She's Baked. In the top row on these are the creams, and there's a little flap that goes over them. So the tops are creams and the bottoms are powders. I'll go ahead and swatch these. That's She's a Doll. This is She's Vibrant, so definitely more of a coral. This is more of the pink and then the coral. And the last one is She's Baked. And I'm using the creams right now. So there you go. She's a Doll, She's Vibrant, She's Baked. And I will swatch the powders just so you can see what they look like. These are the powders now. So we have She's a Doll, She's Vibrant, and She's Baked. Now I'm gonna go in, of course, with She's Baked, which is the more neutral. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my fingers for the cream. I always find it's easier to blend that way. Start up top and work my way down. This is really pretty. Let's try the other side here. And again, I'm gonna start up here and kind of work my way down. This definitely looks different on than I thought it was going to. Really pretty though. The eye brightener that I use, the Becca, it's giving me a natural highlight there, so I am not even going to highlight. Pretty. And I like to keep the blush up here. I don't come right down into my apples because I want things to look lifted and I don't want to bring my face down. I think I'm just going to top this. I'm going to go in with the She's a Doll, which is the bright pink. Going crazy here today. I'm using my BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A501. I don't know how pigmented this is going to be, but let's see. Actually, that's really pretty. Right on top of it. Oh, that's a little harsh over there. I'll have to fix that. You can always take your sponge, put a little bit on my nose. So that is it for the cheek. So I went in with the cream, She's Baked, and then I topped it with the powder, She's a Doll. So that's what I put on first, and then this is what I put on after. And next for lips, I'm going to use one of the butter glosses. These were in my haul. I haven't tried out these colors yet, but I will go ahead and swatch them. That's Bit of Honey. This one is Madeline, or Madeline, however you want to pronounce that. That's Madeline. And the next is Fortune Cookie, which is a very neutral, if you want a very neutral lip. So we have Bit of Honey, Madeline, and Fortune Cookie. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Bit of Honey. I think it'll match really nicely. I'm really happy with this look. I absolutely love it. So I have to say I am impressed with the Patrick Ta blushes. Those I will definitely be using. And the palette, I am really impressed with the colors in here. There's not a color in here that I would not use. Absolutely beautiful. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You always get an eyeshadow palette, and when you look at the colors, there's always one or two or even sometimes more that you know you're not going to use. I will use absolutely all of these. I'm glad I got to swatch the Patrick Ta blushes for you, so you got to see those and the NYX lip butters. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. My dog is trying to get into my son's Halloween candy. Excuse me. I don't have brows. Oh my, I can't see. Oh my word. Hi. My animals are now chasing each other upstairs.